Well, with the man who's really quite in the mousetrap right now, Brad, Mouse Davis, you've never gone 4 straight losses in your life. What are you going to do tonight to break it out? The playoffs a possibility? You're playing for pride right now.
Yeah, I think they're still a possibility. Certainly we'd have to get some help from someone else that's not under our control any longer. But this ball game's under our control, so that's what we're playing for first and foremost. We got to get it going to get to the next one.
Reggie Slack's been your starting quarterback. He has been injured. I saw him suiting up in the locker room. What's his status with tonight?
We're not planning on playing him. We're planning on making him our third quarterback. Would only play him in an emergency situation. I think he could play, but the doc says if he rests a week, then he'd be fine, be 100% for the rest of the year, and that's what we're looking for. European
teams have treated you especially rough. You're 0-7. 5 of those losses, though, have been over there. Does that have something to do with it?
4 of them were over there.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, 4 of them were over there. And certainly that, I guess, has something to do with them, but you still got to play, and you're still on the grass, and here we need to tee it up and do the deal.
Any surprises for us tonight? What's your first play from scrimmage?
The first play from scrimmage is let's win this sucker.
All right, you heard it here first. Boomer.
To go 50% for his 156 yards through a couple interceptions. Tough spot for him to come in. In the backfield, Eric Wilkerson, who Boomer mentioned, led the league in rushing last year. Burbage, Gilbreth, Lewis, and Lonnie Turner, the 4 wideout group for the run and shoot of the Knights. Here's the men up front: Baines, Pruitt, Wolf, Baldwin, and Chris Dyko, the right tackle. So the run and shoot will start to run and shoot from its own 35-yard line. Gilbreth, the motion man. And Peterson to throw on first down. And just what you want your backup quarterback to do is find a little rhythm and a little confidence. He zips one out to the 41-yard line to Lonnie Turner. Let's take a look at the Galaxy defense. Up front, Hendricks, Howe, and Simmons. A good linebacking core of Woolfolk. Yepi Pau, who's been a little bit banged up but is in there as a starter. Moore and Mayo. And the secondary, Joseph and Thomas on the corners, and Brody and Cedric Stallworth, the safeties.
Here's the way Mouse Davis wanted to start this game, Brad. A nice, safe completion. Get dug into the flow of the game. One of the things last week that he was having trouble with was getting into the flow of that football game against Orlando.
On 2nd and 4, throwing high and almost picked off in the secondary by Johnny Thomas. And that's the problem Doug had last week, Boomer, when he came in, and that is what many young quarterbacks will have when the adrenaline's flowing, throwing that baby high.
Well, you know, for those of us who know Bubby Brister, we know that he's an emotional player, and Doug likes to consider himself an emotional player as well. So right now, they're just trying to get him to calm down a little bit, take it easy. You know, he'll have a few of those early in the game, and hopefully that won't be the case the rest of the night.
3rd down and 4. At the 41, Kip Lewis in motion to the top of your screen. What a hit, but what a catch. And it was Kip Lewis. Woo. Collision time. Joe Greenwood let Kip Lewis have it, but a 14-yard pickup.
Nice throw also by Doug. Something that Mouse has come out doing now. He's throwing Doug 3 times in a row. Puts the ball right on the money, and that's some kind of concentration by Lewis right there.
He knew it was coming and still held on as he took the big hit from Joe Greenwood.
Exactly what a defensive back's supposed to do. If your guy's going to catch it in your area, you're going to make sure that he knows that you're standing there waiting for him.
The Knights already in Galaxy territory at the 42. A little sprint draw to Wilkerson, and he finds room off the left side, and Wilkerson takes it down for about 8 yards to the 33 before Tim Brody can bring him down. Let's eavesdrop on Mouse Davis.
Okay, let's go. Rip Liz, 68.
Seems like he always starts with a rip. Rip Liz, 68. Rip, all that is the formation. You'll see the inside receiver on the, I believe the inside left, come back across the formation in motion. That's Monty Gilbreth. And that just shows this quarterback if it's man or zone defense.
On 2nd and 2, Peterson high again, intended for Lonnie Turner. And Joseph out there covering.
Okay, you're okay, you're okay.
Near Mouse talking to Peterson, you're okay, just trying to calm him down a little bit.
Think we're going to get 2?
Yeah, I think 2 or 14.
Okay. No, I mean this time. Okay, let's go. Load 61X go. Alert for draw. Load 61X go.
3rd down and 2. You heard the call from the coach. Let's see what the Knights do. Their second 3rd down conversion situation. Last time they hooked up and got the first. They're at the 32-yard line, 33-yard line of the Galaxy. And there is the draw to Wilkerson, and he's got the first down as he edges it across the 30, close to the 29.
What Doug did there, he just audible to the draw. You heard Mouse tell him, be alert for the draw. He saw a weakness in the defense. He just audible to the draw to get the first down.
Liz, 91 switch.
91 switch. Rip Liz, 91 switch. On two, Rip.
Rip Liz, that's the inside receiver on the left, will come across the backfield and then go back to his original position. This allows the quarterback to know whether it's a zone or a man defense. Switch is the pass pattern that they'll be running downfield. It should be a shallow cross, a short crossing pattern.
Knights on first down. Peterson's got some room in front of him. He may have been over the line of scrimmage when he threw that, but I don't see any flags. That was awfully close. Kip Lewis with the catch. And he's got it down inside the 21-yard line.
I would have to say he got away with one there.
I think he did for sure.
Let's do this. Load 35 trap S opposite.
Now let's watch Peterson and see how far he comes back over that 30-yard line before he lets it go. Oh, he was definitely over the line of scrimmage.
Somebody was having a cup of coffee on the sideline. We've been watching that.
A freebie for the Knights. 2nd and 1 at the 21 of Frankfurt. Opening drive of the ball game, and Wilkerson's got an opening and broke a tackle inside the 10, and Wilkerson's got it 1st and goal for the Knights.
If you're a Frankfurt Galaxy defensive player, the one thing that you have to be careful of is that when you get the idea that you're playing the run and shoot is that you're going to be rushing the passer all night long. That's not the case.
32.
You have to be really careful, and you have to stay at home for the run. And right now, I think what the Knights are doing is
Get to the line of scrimmage.
really taking advantage of the fact that the defensive line of the Galaxy is trying to rush the passer. And you'll see a little trap pattern, trap right up the middle here to Wilkerson.
On 1st and goal, and there's Wilkerson inside the 5 before Frankfurt's Michael Simmons made first contact.
Here we go, in the huddle, baby, in the huddle.
This song? Yeah. Okay.
The Knights have taken the opening kickoff, started at their own 35 and worked it inside the Frankfurt 5.
Is 60-32.
Great job. Hey, come off the damn football.
I like it. You can hear Doug Peterson in the huddle talking to his linemen about coming off the football.
There's the drive we talked about. 5.5 minutes and more than 60 yards. And 2nd and goal, New York, New Jersey. Trying to get a touchdown on their opening march. Gilbreth in motion. Peterson to Wilkerson for the end zone touchdown. That's just how you draw up the drive. Wilkerson puts the Knights ahead.
For your young quarterback, what would be nice here would be a touchdown pass.
That's a nightmare right there.
The 17-yard line, a little sprint draw again to Wilkerson, and a flag down. We may have a holding call as Wilkerson got down near the 11-yard line. And we'll find out from Ed Hockley, our referee. It is going to go against the Knights.
Let's go, let's go, let's go!
Ball carried by Wilkerson. Oh.
Hey, that's all right. Get him cranked up. Let's go. Let's do this.
Holding on the offense, number 74. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Mike Hussar with a holding call.
90 streak. Y under. Go.
They got a little jersey there.
Yeah, you know, that's a tough job right there to snap the ball and have to block a 300-pounder sitting right on your nose. Gary Howe out of Colorado, 6'1", 290 pounds. How would you like to snap, Brad, and have to block that guy?
Forget about it. 1st and 20 for the Knights. Backed up to the Frankfurt 27-yard line. Peterson, plenty of time. Deep middle, overthrew his man, and almost picked off back there in the secondary. Joe Greenwood came close to that one.
He's got some arm, I'll tell you that. He's throwing a little bit high right now.
And Greenwood stretching out almost with the interception in the secondary. Frankfurt could have used that.
I'll tell you, Brad, when I get in a situation like this, which is often when I'm throwing the ball high, my receivers will tell you that, but what I try to do is I really try to talk myself to calm down a little bit. Just to relax and just play like it's practice. And that's what he has to do right now.
And he almost went down. Peterson got stepped on, but keeps his poise, and now looking for a place to get rid of it, and did. Got it to Kip Lewis. Oh, 15-yard pass play.
This is something that you really can't teach a quarterback. This is just spontaneous reaction. This is a nice play. Actually trips as he comes out of center snap. He gets stepped on. Let's see, by the center, right? The center's having a tough series.
Boy,
right?
Yeah. Holding call and almost
Mike
broke his
Gusar out of
quarterback's
Michigan,
ankle.
you know? It's a nice move by Peterson right here. Does a real nice job of really baiting the defender to come up off of his receiver.
And with 7:34 remaining in the first quarter, it'll be a 3rd down and 4 coming up at the 11-yard line for the New York, New Jersey Knights when we come back. Plays for us in the second half, too. Take one of our jobs, anyway. 3rd and 4.
He already knows more than I do.
Peterson, and it's caught for a touchdown on the ricochet. Lonnie Turner. And Lonnie with a little duck walk. And he got the slide. That was a Billy White Shoes Johnson move there, and a touchdown of 11 yards.
Remember, they do allow the displays in the World League. Man, I wish we had that in the NFL. You know that?
I know you wouldn't try that splits. Let's take a look at the touchdown throw.
This is Lady Luck right here. Whatever Doug is doing at quarterback, he's pushing all the right buttons right now.
Through the hands of Burbage. Green. Peterson and the Knights run and shoot, working from its own 20-yard line. Leading by 14. Peterson, plenty of time. And right on the money that time. 15-yard pass play out to the 35-yard line. He got it out to Lonnie Turner, the man who made the touchdown catch.
Okay. Good job, good job. Okay, let's do this. Rip, Liz, 60-32.
60-32 on 3 now, on 3, ready?
60-32 should be a little running play to Wilkerson up the middle on the right side.
Go!
First down at the 35-yard line.
Red 38!
Davis Smith, the motion man. Here comes a blitz, a little option to Wilkerson. And that one's going nowhere. May have lost a half yard. Played nicely on defense by Willie Don Wright, wearing helmet cam for the Galaxy. A couple active linebackers with helmet cam tonight. We'll get a look as Willie Don Wright had a look. Wilkerson actually lost about a half yard.
The nice thing about the way that Peterson is playing, he's actually doing this against the second-ranked defense in the World League, so he's looked sharp thus far.
Again, Smith in motion now sets up as part of a trio of receivers to the top of your screen. But Peterson nailed, and it's scooped up, and Brody's going to take it in for a touchdown. Kevin Woolfolk with a hit, and Tim Brody went 23 yards for a score.
That's what you call calling the right defense versus the perfect offensive play. That time, the Galaxy was bringing a blitz to Peterson's backside. He was rolling to the left, and the defense was blitzing from his right, and he never saw it coming. Kevin Woolfolk just absolutely hammered.
There was no infraction on the play. Touchdown.
Just absolutely hammered Peterson.
Run! Run! You get past your fence. All right,
There you go. Here come. You can see right around the corner. There's nobody there to block.
Man. And Brody in a perfect spot on a two-hopper takes it in. Touchdown, Frankfurt.
You're going to read fumble was the blitz because the outside linebacker was coming. But the question is Chris Dyko, the right tackle, actually responsible for him? And if he is, Doug would have heard, look out. That is known as a lookout block. Look out, I missed my man. He's coming to get you.
That's also known as getting ear hole. Boy, he took a shot, and Brody took it for the touchdown. 14-7, 13:05 to go first half. Blitz coming from the Galaxy. Peterson over the middle and had it swatted down, as I think getting a hand on it was Pat Moore, the linebacker, number 55.
Frankfurt defense is really turning it up now. I would imagine that Coach Elway and the defensive staff from Frankfurt sat those guys down and said, look, And we've got a young quarterback that's playing right now. We haven't been on the field that much. You guys are going to have to start making something happen.
That's Claude Gilbert, the defensive coordinator for the Galaxy. Stalking the sidelines. Second down and 10. Alexander was the motion man. Look out from behind again. A little middle screen. Wilkerson lost the ball. The Galaxy's got it again, and it's Pat Moore. Two big plays by the Frankfurt defense. And now they're deep in Knights territory again with a golden opportunity. That time Joseph. Dale Joseph from the secondary. And Eric Wilkerson wondering what went wrong. That one just looked like a bad play from the start, Boomer.
Well, what happened, they had to blitz again, but this time coming back from the...
And it's going to bring up a first down and 5 as they had, I think, 12 men on the field. Looked like a preliminary indication of delay of game. And coming over to the sideline was one of the defensive backs, Pat McGurk. The options being given to Doug Peterson.
Well, the question here now is do you want to recapture it down but lose about 3 yards? It would have been about
12 men on the field on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
It would have been 2nd and 2 or 2nd and 3, as opposed to 2nd and 2 or 2nd and 3. They're going to make it 1st and 5. So you're actually losing 3 yards on the original down to save it down.
Would you do that?
You know, General Patton once said, you know, I don't ever fight for the same yardage twice. That's how I feel about it.
Well, they're going to have to fight for that other 2 yards right here, but they do have it on first down. Peterson almost went down again. Sets, goes over the middle, and broken up in midfield.
And when you play the Knights, what you're going to play against, especially when you're playing a defense like Frankfurt, you're going to be playing against their nickel package, which is going to either be 6 or 5 defensive backs.
Mike Hussar's got to get these size 16s out of Doug Peterson's way, I think, doesn't he?
Oh.
That's twice he's been on the side of that ankle tonight, and Doug Peterson just keeps coming back for more. He's taking bigger hits from his center than he has from the Galaxy defense.
But you know what that means? That means Gary Howe, the nose tackle on the other side, 6'1", 290, is really getting some push on the center.
Good point. Well, now they've got 2nd down and 5. Peterson got rid of it in a hurry. Flags down. We may have a holding call in the Knights backfield. Pass intended for Gilbreth. Let's see if it was Hussar. They're going to call this on. I think it is a holding penalty.
See, Gary Howe is wreaking all kinds of havoc inside. Talented defensive lineman like that can have his way with the center can really be a problem.
On the offense, number 54, 10-yard penalty. Repeat 2nd down.
Call it on the guard, Truitt.
He's right in there, though, with the center. And I'll tell you, and that time, Howe was actually lined up over Truitt that particular play. So Howe is really having his way with that offensive line of the Knights.
Brings up 2nd down and 15. You talk about a drive going in the wrong direction. Back to the 25-yard line. Knights with 3 wide receivers to the left side. Here comes a blitz. Peterson delivers and got it to his man. Monty Gilbreth out near the first down. Close to the 40-yard line. Going to be about a yard short.
Okay, when Doug really relaxes in that pocket, he has a nice natural throwing motion. Puts the ball right on the money.
And we've got the rain coming down near the Meadowlands. Third down and a yard to go. Chris McLemore, the single setback for the Knights. Let's see if they keep it on the ground. It'll be Peterson himself, and he spins for the first down, but we've got markers on the field.
I think the defense might be offside here. They tried to anticipate the snap.
And that'll be a free first down for New York, New Jersey, even though it was earned by the quarterback of the Knights.
Offsides on the defense, number 72. 5-yard penalty, first down.
John Carter was offside, the right defensive end for the Galaxy.
All right, Let's go Rip Liz, 60, Z Curl.
Got to feel sorry for whoever Liz is. She gets ripped every game about 50 times.
Now what you will say, what Rip Liz means, Brad, come on now, I thought I explained it. The inside receiver on the left is going to go in and then back out. Rip meaning right, Liz back out to the left. Z Curl should be the Z at the top of the outside receiver at the top, running a little curl pattern. Now, it's not that difficult, is it?
Well, it wouldn't have been had he held on. Kip Lewis couldn't hold it. Lonnie Turner was the intended receiver.
You might hear load Rose or Rip Liz, and all those things mean are just directions or telling which player to move and what
Smooth and easy. Rip 60, Z go.
Smooth and easy. Here we go. Rip 60, Z go.
Moss left Liz out of it that time.
You'll have 3 receivers to the left, I believe. And you'll have 1 receiver to the right running a go. Actually, 1 receiver to the left running a go pattern down here at the bottom.
On 2nd and 10 from the 45, and penalty markers all over the place. Looked like maybe Mayo, the outside linebacker, came a little too early for Frankfurt. Let's see if he was drawn offside. Claude Gilbert, the defensive coordinator. Here's the call.
False start on the offense, number 54. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
Well, Leroy Truitt's having a tough series here, too. The left guard, it's his 2nd penalty in this series for the Knights. 6'3", 300-pounder.
They got some big fellas on this team. The one thing that people don't realize about offensive line and defensive line play, it's a lot of it is leverage. And the thing that Gary Howe has going for him, the nose tackle for the Galaxy, he's 6'1", 290. He's shorter than these guys, and he's getting underneath them.
2nd and 15. Peterson flips it out to the 46-yard line. Kip Lewis made the grab, got about 6 yards out of it, and Kevin Woolfolk in on the tackle. All right, Coach.
Did we have Z Sucker?
The sucker wouldn't be good, yeah.
Okay.
Well, it'd be the X sucker from this side.
Rip 60, Z go, C Sucker.
Boy, he's getting right.
Well, these fans probably thinking they're suckers for being out here in this weather tonight. All of a sudden, the skies have opened at the Meadowlands with just under 6 minutes to go first half. Tie game of 14. 3rd down and 8 for the Knights. Here comes a blitz again. Peterson one-hopped it out there, intended for Kip Lewis. He just never found his rhythm that time on that drop.
It looked to me as if he got his feet caught up with his offensive lineman. He realized that the blitz was coming, and he wanted to get rid of it quickly. It just seemed like a little bit out of sync between his feet and his arm. Oh, here.
I couldn't get a full 3.
He couldn't get a full 3 steps back. That's
Chris
the problem.
Dyko, he kicked in the foot. He's talking about his right tackle. On a rainy night in East Rutherford, New Jersey, the Knights, who scored the first 2 times they had the ball, it's been fumble, fumble, and punt the last 3 times. And now they've got it 1st and 10 at the Galaxy 37. 3 receivers there to the top of your screen, but they keep it on the ground, and McLemore again. He's done a nice job since coming in. A couple of carries. Brody comes out of there with the football. The Yepi Powell made the tackle. Wait a minute, they're going to give it to Frankfurt.
Load, get ready to go, Doug, get ready to go. Load.
It'll still be Knights ball.
Choice special. Let's go.
Come on, come on.
This is actually a situation where the referee's got to get in control of the game here because they're actually losing time for the Knights.
Deep choice special. On two, ready?
Doug is trying to get him moving, and the officials got to get the ball and put it down.
Finally, they do at the 31-yard line. 2nd and 4. Alexander in motion. Here comes a full blitz on Peterson, but he got rid of it. Incomplete. Closest man, actually, was Dale Joseph, who made a diving attempt to try to pick that pass off. Stops the clock with 1:15 left in the half.
Place special. If you get blitzed, tell Brian to run sluggo.
Hey, load, 60, Z choice switch. If you get blitzed, run sluggo. Let's go on two, ready?
All sluggo means is if he reads the blitz, he's going to run a quick pattern. And they're going to throw it quick.
Go!
This is what load means. The inside receiver to the right coming all the way over to the left side.
Hunt!
Peterson sets and goes deep for Burbage. Incomplete. That one just hung up there a little bit too long. Johnny Thomas covering defensively on Cornell Burbage, who had his man beat momentarily, but the pass a little bit late.
It's kind of an interesting play call on 3rd and 4. A couple more yards, I think it would have been a chance for a field goal.
We got to get it now.
4th and 4 right now.
Load 61, X go.
Load 61, X go. On three, ready? Three.
And they're going to go on 3 in hopes of maybe getting a free 5 yards on a penalty.
Right.
4th and 4, Knights.
Hot.
Peterson in and out of the hands of Alexander. Nice job by the secondary of the Galaxy and Joe Greenwood. Penalty markers down, though, in the Knights' backfield. It's going to be a holding call against New York, New Jersey, and that'll give the ball back to Frankfurt.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is declined. First down.
So the Galaxy has a minute and 5 seconds to work with.
See if the defensive back arrives before the ball.
Perfectly timed by Greenwood. Of course, quarterbacks see that differently than some other people do.
Well, actually, I'd like to see the receiver.
Well, now the Knights have got it back at their own 31. Davis Smith in motion, draw play. McLemore broke a tackle into the secondary, and a nice spin out to the 43-yard
timeout right here.
line.
Should be called timeout right here.
12 more yards for Chris McLemore.
Timeout. New York, New Jersey. That's their first timeout.
Chris with 30 yards on his 3 carries tonight.
All right, let's do this then. Tell Byron if he gets blitzed, he's going to run a slugger. Okay. If he doesn't, we're going to run load 60.
And the Chris they're talking about is right tackle Chris Dyko. He's the guy that's got to watch for the blitz, and Sluggo gets involved then.
Well, actually, Chris Dyko is a tackle. He's got to watch out for what's happening there. But Sluggo,
60. Z-joint 6. On two, ready?
Sluggo is just a term I would imagine that just tells the receiver, look for the blitz, and they do blitz. You got to run a quick pattern. I don't think that Frankfurt will be blitzing in this situation. You blitz, you open yourself open to a big play, and that's the last thing you want to do right now as a D.
Do back out of it. Peterson goes deep and almost intercepted. B.K. Williams, the intended receiver. And again, the pass hung up there a little too long, and Dale Joseph and Bill Raggins got down there to break it up.
If you start blitzing in this situation, what happens is that if defensive player in the secondary misreads something, an offensive player gets through with that football.
90, switch, Y flag.
The last thing you want to happen is to have a big play with this situation with 35 seconds to go in the half.
Hurry up.
The Knights jumped out to a 14-0 lead, and thanks to a couple of Knights fumbles, the Galaxy pounced on it for 14 quick. That's where we are with 35 seconds left in the half. Now they blitz. Peterson got rid of it. Man wide open out in the flat. And knocked out of bounds to the 42 is Alexander.
Actually, what they did there, Brad, is they show blitz. But what happens when you show blitz, you're going to distort your coverage in the secondary. That time, Peterson took advantage of that in his little flat pattern.
Liz, 60-32, and be ready to use a timeout.
60-32 is a running play. This will be a running play off the right side.
Here we go, huddle. Rip Liz, 60-32, on one.
And you heard Mouse warn Peterson, get ready to call a timeout, because he knows after he hands the ball off, McLemore will be inbound.
McLemore, the single setback on first down. Here he comes. And he broke a couple of tackles.
Call timeout.
Got it to the 37. Yepi Pau made the stop.
Timeout. New York, New Jersey. That's our second timeout.
And Mouse said, why did you wait? As about 5 seconds ticked off.
All right, we've got to get enough. See, we got still one timeout left, okay? All right, once again, we're going to run load 60, Z choice,
special. If we get blitz, we're going to hit the sluggo. Okay?
All right, smooth and easy. Let's go.
This is a third-string quarterback, folks, absorbing all that and now trying to put it to use.
Don't worry
Well,
about
he's a third-string quarterback, maybe on the depth chart, but he's been with the team now for a couple of months, and he's heard all of this stuff in meetings. Now he's just getting an opportunity to take all that he's learned and put it out together on the field.
So far, he's 10 of 20 for 108 yards and a touchdown tonight. The guy you saw on the sideline all bundled up, Brent Pease, out with the injured thumb. Reggie Slack, the normal starter, also hurt. So now it's Doug Peterson at the controls and doing a pretty good job. 2nd and 7. Scrambles. He's going to run for it. Didn't get the first down, and now they got to use their last timeout with 7 seconds left.
Can you make it from there?
We're going to hear Mouse now talking to
Kendall Trainer.
Can you make it? Can you make it? Can you make it? You know,
All
Kendall.
right, let's go kick it then.
Apparently, Kendall said yeah.
He better make it.
Trainer's season-long field goal last year was against the Galaxy, and it was from 46 yards. And they're going to ask him to do much the same in these rainy conditions at the Meadowlands. There's what he's done so far this year. 3 out of 4 his season long from 48, as you see on the bottom there on the left. One last warm-up, and out comes Kendall Trainer to try to put the Knights up by 3 before intermission.
Pre-game, Kendall was putting them through from 50, but he didn't have a rush.
Well, now they're going to ask him from almost 50 with a rush. Bob Liljadal to hold. Kendall Trainer's going to try to knock one in from 49 yards out for the Knights. And it's going to be a little bit short. A lot short. With 2 skins up here in the booth tonight.
All right.
Tied at 14. The Knights with the ball back at their own 33. 1st and 10. Peterson looks like he's changing things up at the line. Sends Monty Gilbreth in motion. Over the middle, McLemore.
He's going over.
He might go all the way. This will be a Knights touchdown. Hey, Danny Akers called it. 67 yards. to 14. The Knights in front.
That was the perfect play versus the blitz.
Wide open McLemore, and this is where Danny said he's gone because of that move.
Great block right there by Turner.
Great move.
And Dale Joseph by play call here.
1st and 10 at the 30, 35.
And a fumble. Let's see, the Knights get back on top of it. They did on the bottom of the pile. It is McLemore.
McLemore's fumble recovered. Let's do this. Load, 60. Z choice.
2nd and 10 now.
Z fly.
Load,
It'll be a
Z
throwing
choice
down
special.
here.
Z fly. On one. Ready? Go!
2nd and 10 from the 36.
Go! Nickel! Hunt!
Peterson drops back. Throws. He has Turner. Turner drops it.
Oh,
Good call, Danny. Lonnie was out there. He couldn't hold it. Well thrown ball, though, by Doug Peterson. And it'll be 3rd and 10. Hey, Danny, thanks for helping us out tonight. Just sit right there and enjoy the rest of the game with us, will you?
Sure. Thanks.
Right. Danny Akers, who's filled in for Boomer Esiason while he's had his
I'm not going to eat my hot dog.
during-game meal.
Yeah, that's true. You know, Danny is going to take the place of Michael Barkan. You know, that's a gimme right there. Where is Barkan anyway?
Somewhere out in the rain.
I'll tell you.
We can only guess. It's 3rd and 10. The Knights are 3 out of 5 on their 3rd down conversions as Peterson sets in trouble. Got away from the heat. And lost the ball. And this time the Galaxy's got it. For the 3rd time tonight, a Frankfurt recovery of a New York, New Jersey fumble.
Too much heat on him, and that's quickly, and then he lays it down.
And boy, did Mouse Davis say a mouthful there. Too much heat coming up offensively. That's Willie Don Wright's helmet we're looking through. And the Knights are buried deep in their own territory. Even with the interception, they have to start from their own 3 after the penalty on the run back. Little sprint draw, McLemore. Did he get out, or is it a safety? Great effort just to try to get out of the end zone. Gary Howe, who's been all over the place from his nose tackle spot, just about had himself a couple of points.
Howe is having some kind of football game. He's creating all kinds of problems in there for the offensive line of the Knights. That's exactly what you want your nose tackle to look like. 6'1", 290, all over the place. He's playing a terrific football game tonight.
You know, McLemore was about 2 yards deep and somehow got that football out to the 1.
But look at that guy. He looks like a nose tackle. Got a little belly going.
Peterson from his own end zone going deep for P.K. Williams, who almost made the catch. Nice job on defense, though, by Dale Joseph. Let's listen into what Mouse Davis is going to do with 3rd and 12.
Look at exactly the same play, except come backside. Load 60, Z-choice, Z-fly, Z-choice special.
Wants to run the same play that they just ran. He just wants to throw it down the other sideline. That's all.
That sideline will be manned by Cornell Burbage. He trots out to the top of your screen.
We should, I think, I hope. Too much time.
They didn't get the play off. And so instead of 3rd and 12, it'll be 3rd down and 12 and about a foot, because they don't have much more. They can go toward the end zone, half the distance to the goal.
Delay on the offense. Half the distance to the goal. Remains 3rd down.
And now they're almost snapping the football from the goal line, as you can see. 5:26 to go 3rd quarter from the Meadowlands in East Rutherford, New Jersey, and a 21-14 New York, New Jersey Knight lead. But they're at a tough spot.
This is where defenders become 9 feet tall down here. It's a very difficult situation for offensive linemen and quarterbacks.
3 receivers to the left side. That's where Peterson wants to go and fires it out. Got it complete to Burbage, but well short of the 1st down. Got it only to the 10-yard line. And Boomer, there's a pattern that's almost 4 yards short.
I would think that the offensive receiver would know how far he had to go for a 1st down. You can see he looks like he's a little bit unorganized, to say the least.
And I don't think Coach Mouse Davis seemed to look at it.
I know it. I know.
He's trying to explain, and he took it pretty
They're
well.
going to get on the slots, the wings and wides about going forward.
Bob Lill.
This yardage, what do you like better? You like to run it or catch it?
To be honest, I'll take it any way I can get it. And I think that's what running backs are for, and I'll take it any way I can get it.
Well, you're doing it tonight. Brad?
All right, guys. That pass incomplete. It was a one-hopper. Tony Baker out of East Carolina played in the same backfield with Ernest Biner of the Redskins. That wasn't a bad backfield for the Pirates back in those days. Mouse Davis' team now has to start to put something together.
We're anticipating zone. Rip 60, Z go.
The unique thing about these helmet cams and these microphones and receivers in these helmets, that the coach can tell the quarterback, look, this is what I want you to expect, so play the play accordingly. And that's exactly what he's going to get. This is his own defense.
Peterson loads it and got it complete. 1st down, sliding out to the 38-yard line goes Monty Gilbreth.
And Monty just hit the seam in the zone, and Peterson just let him right in the zone. Nice play.
Rip Liz 32.
You knew it was only a matter of time before Liz got involved again.
Well, Rip Liz is that formation again, Brad. And the reason that they do that, I can't emphasize this enough, is to give the quarterback a tip as to whether it's man or zone defense. When he goes in motion like this, if somebody goes with him, it's usually man defense. However, this will be a run up the middle.
Man in motion is Gilbreth. And the Galaxy brings everybody up tight. Peterson wants to throw the quick out and got it out there to Lewis, who steps out of bounds to the 44-yard line. Kip Lewis with the reception.
The play originally called was 32, which would have been a run up the middle. He saw the blitz, Peterson did, and audibled out of the play.
Liz 32. No.
Not only can Mouse Davis talk to his quarterback, but for the first time last week, we had quarterback back-to-coach communication. I know Boomer would love that, but John Robinson doing the game with us last week wasn't too nuts about it, being able to talk back to the coach. Peterson, 14 out of 28 for 208 yards. Keeps it on the ground, and McLemore, with second effort, is still going to be about a yard short of the first down. Gary Howe, the nose man, again in on the stop. It'll be third down, a long yard.
Wilkerson!
Yeah, he's looking for Eric Wilkerson. He's probably talking to Barkant someplace, so they'll ready him for the next play if they pick up the first down. It's third and a yard here with 12 and a half to go. Peterson does it himself. I don't know. I think he's a little short.
Depends on what foot the referee uses to put down the ball, whether it be his right or his left, his upfield or his backfield foot. What do you think, Brad?
I think he's a little bit short. I think he used the wrong foot for the Knights, but it is close enough to measure. And it's going to be very close.
Got it, Emily?
Yeah, it looks like they have it.
Mouse thinks he has a first down, and he's still looking for Wilkerson. Birmingham, a new league record for Birmingham with a field goal. Philip Doyle from 52.
We'd have to say that those two teams are probably the most improved teams, along with Orlando, in the World League.
Oh, he got it.
David Archer's doing a heck of a job out there in Sacramento.
Wait a minute, we had a little knot in the chain. Let's try it again. That knot in the chain might cost him a first down. That close. That'll make a Mouse's hair turn gray, won't it? An inch short.
All right, I'd punt it.
What we want to do now,
I'd punt it.
we want to go, they're going to go into a 5-1. They go into a 5-1. Go ahead, and we want to run quarterback goods. If they go into a 5-1, go ahead. We'll help you.
Quarterback goose, just a quarterback sneak. A 5-1 is 5 defensive linemen with 1 linebacker. And all the defensive linemen are going to get real close to the line of scrimmage, almost in a goal line situation.
Pretty big gamble with 11:50 left in the game. I don't know.
I'll tell you, I punted here, Brad. The reason I punted is because you have over 11 minutes to go, and your defense is playing exceptionally well on the Knights side. Even though he did make it, I still punted. Well, that's why Mouse is the head coach, and I'm up here broadcasting.
I think 9 people out of 10 would probably agree with you, though, Boomer.
But on the other hand, you know, your team is 0-4.
That's true.
And you really have nothing to lose and everything to gain. So maybe he's looking at it through those eyes.
Well, already Ed Hockley, the referee, had signaled first down, and now they are going to hold it there as we measure. I thought it was kind of a quick call to think that as close as that was, you can just automatically put your hand forward, but Ed's got pretty good eyes. That's why he's the referee.
We got to make sure there wasn't a knot in the chain.
Load. 61X go.
Mouse Davis on the right, Jack Elway on the left.
Wait a minute. We're in the middle of the field. Run a rip 60 Z-go.
All the things that go on in a pro football game, you get an opportunity to see and hear.
Well, now your inside receiver on the left will go all the way in motion to the right. And your bottom receiver at the bottom of your screen is going to be running a go pattern down the field, down the left sideline. Now, whether he throws it that way, I don't know.
Peterson goes back across the middle, intended for Galbraith, incomplete. Closest man was Tim Brody. And that one looked like it slipped off Peterson's hand a little bit, had nothing on it. We have had a lot of rain here tonight, although it's lightened up at this point.
Stay with it. You're okay. You're okay.
You're okay. Don't worry. You just got hit in the head. You're okay. Don't worry about it.
Load 60 Z-choice special.
The thing about Mouse Davis, though, is that, you know, we had a chance to sit down with him yesterday. His team's 0-4, yet he still has the fire and he still has the enthusiasm. You know, he's teaching these guys good football. He really is. It's a pleasure to play for these guys, you're telling me.
Peterson got leveled Pat Moore got his hand on the ball, and Willie Don Wright, I'm sure, is going to give us a pretty good look with helmet cam at what happened to Doug Peterson in the New York, New Jersey Knights pocket.
Standing right into the face of a blitz. He knows it's coming.
Wow, is he taking some shots back there tonight?
But he's hanging in there. You know, he was a third-string quarterback at the start of the year. He's really showing some guts by standing there. He knows they're blitzing. He can see they're coming, and he's still delivering the football.
Big, tough kid at 6'3" and 200 plus. He's needed all of that tonight. He sets and is going deep. Just overshot his intended receiver, who was B.K. Williams. B.K. Williams, a former All-World League performer with the Orlando Thunder last year.
He's panicked a little bit. I get his comment now.
And you may have heard Mouse say there, he's panicked a little bit. I got to calm him down. He's talking about number 14, Doug Peterson.
You know, taking some shots like that can do that to you.
From its own 38-yard line. Kip Lewis, the motion man. Peterson, the slant to Gilbreth. Out to the 49-yard line. Going to be pretty close to a first down. He might have it.
Doug Peterson throws that ball real nice. That's about the fourth time tonight he's hit one of his inside receivers inside those inside zones. How many insides did I say there?
You're taking us inside the game, Boomer. That's all.
Trying to give you an inside perspective.
That's right. He got 11 and a first down at the 49.
But he has a real nice touch on that type of throw. It's a difficult throw. He's only taking 3 steps, and he's got to get rid of it quickly.
They keep it on the ground. McLemore got to midfield, and that's it. Kevin Woolfolk, the outside linebacker, number 50, made first contact. There's Doug's numbers on the night. Last week he came in and took Reggie Slack's spot and went 13 of 26. So much better tonight, more productive with a couple of touchdown tosses. There's Reggie Slack.
The key stat now tonight for Doug thus far is he hasn't made the big mistake. He's played well enough for his team to win. He's kept his team in it. With this offense, he's asked to do a lot more than Alex Espinosa is being asked to do on the other side.
Burbage made the grab at the 44, and he's going to get waved off from one of the other officials. And now Burbage is going to get into some verbiage. Thought he had the catch, and instead it'll be second down, make it third down and 9. We'll get another look. Oh, I think Cornell might have himself an argument. At any rate, third down and long. Peterson, incomplete, flag down in the Knights' backfield.
Incomplete, flag on the fly.
Which would be declined by the Galaxy if it's a hold to get the football back.
I know it.
With 5 minutes and 34 seconds left.
Holding on the offense, number 54. The penalty is declined, fourth down.
The Knights at their own 15-yard line.
The run and shoot is the perfect offense for the 2-minute drill, and that's exactly what they're going to go to right now. Minute 46 left to go. Get the ball. They need to get the ball down around a 28-yard line.
So now it's the number 3 offense in the World League of the New York, New Jersey Knights against the second-ranked defense of the Frankfurt Galaxy. Knights from their own 16. Peterson quickly out to Burbage, who's going to try to get out of bounds after getting as much as he can. He got it to the 23-yard line and out of bounds with 1:41 left. We welcome those of you who've been watching Birmingham and Sacramento to the Meadowlands with 1:41 left.
Let's go. Rip Liz, 60-32.
We're tied at 21 here.
The thing that you have to be careful now if you're Frankfurt on defense is that you don't want to play that soft, passive, prevent defense. If you're playing aggressive defense all night long, you have to be careful. You don't want to give up big chunks of yards right here.
Gilbreth in motion. They give it to McLemore. He broke a tackle. Now heading for the first down sticks. And not quite. I don't think. Right around the 26, looks to be a little bit short. Clock still running. Brody and Greenwood made the tackle, and it may be close enough to stop the clock to measure.
Okay.
If I'm the Knights right now, I get my play called and get my team right to the line of scrimmage so I don't lose a timeout. Don't lose any time.
What is the third?
And that close. First down.
First down? Yeah. You gotta come across. Okay. Spin. Rip. Yeah. 60. Z-hook.
The Knights 0-4. They've got to have this one or forget about playoffs after being there last year as North American East champions. For Frankfurt, they're trying to go to 3-2 and staying in the shadow of the Barcelona Dragons in the European division. On first down, Peterson in trouble. Buys himself some time and fires out of bounds, incomplete.
They lost about 20 seconds by not getting that play off immediately after they did the measure.
Now down to 105. What do you call, Mouse?
Yeah, I just wonder if I guess we got to go. Rip 60. Z-go.
Try to go route.
Rip 60. Z-go.
And for the layman, a go route.
Go route to Z, obviously. He should roll to the right, throw back down the left sideline.
On 2nd and 10. There's the roll. He almost rolled under his own man and then overshot Gilbreth. And Doug Peterson has had all kinds of trouble trying to get back in that pocket tonight. How many times can his center step on his ankle before either the ankle snaps or the game ends?
Watch the nose tackle. Get the penetration. Get underneath the center.
I think Mike Hussar got him twice that time with the right foot and the left foot. Oh, he just missed with the right, but he got him with the left.
Well, look at Gary Howe, how he's underneath the pads of Hussar and using the leverage to push. Look at the legs on Howe.
I bet you Hussar votes for Howe for World League nose tackle when the season's over. 3rd and 10. Peterson got it. First down out to the 40-yard line to Gilbreth.
Need to call timeout right here. Actually, the clock stops on first down.
Now move the chains. And Kendall Trainer now a kicker that'll start to warm up for New York, New Jersey. Under a minute. Precious time ticking off. They're going to lose about 10 more seconds at least before they get this thing snapped. Peterson slant. Kip Lewis into Frankfurt territory at the 41-yard line. 18-yard pass play.
Take the timeout.
Mouse wants to think about this with the timeout. Why not? They're in pretty good shape at the 41 of Frankfurt after this pass play.
This is the fourth consecutive seam pattern that he has hit now. He's thrown that pattern exceptionally well. That's what happens when you start playing passive defense in zones like this. You're going to give up yardage like this.
Boy, and Kip Lewis got both arms draped around that ball after the catch.
Right, you feel comfortable on the go. Okay.
You can hear Mouse asking, do you feel comfortable going to the right?
Zone, it's going to keep being there. And in man, we know we got a good route. Okay, let's do this. Just take care of it. We got 2 timeouts.
What he's
go
doing
this way. Rip, Liz, 61-33.
61-33. I would think that 33 is going to be a little bit of a running play off the left side, which is not a bad call in this situation, but
Gilbreth goes in motion. Chris McLemore is the single setback for the Knights. And here he comes. Broke one tackle inside the 35 to the 33. You're right, Boomer. It was a pretty good play. Got 8 yards.
60-32.
But he's got to hurry up now. He's only got 25 seconds. The reason that you don't really want to run a running play like that is because you lose too much time. He's going to run another running play right now up the middle off the right side.
2nd and a yard. Clock winding down. There's McLemore again, and again he got open. Inside the 25, and McLemore to the far sideline of the 20 with 7 seconds left, and now number 7 can get ready to try to win this game. I don't think I mess around. I kick this thing, don't you, Boomer?
Yeah.
They do have one more timeout left. They could try to run one more play, but
Kick the field goal. Let's go.
but kick the field goal. I agree, Coach. Here comes Kendall Trainer.
It's kind of like Mouse is like the leader of an infantry. Charge. Let's go, guys.
Trainer on the season 3 out of 4.
You really have to question the defensive calls of the Frankfurt Galaxy there at the end of this game. They played that soft, passive, prevent defense that we as fans hate to see. And inevitably, you're going to give up yards and you're going to give up points.
And Trainer and his holder, Bob Liljedahl, will have another opportunity to try to warm up into the net.
Brad, how many times on Monday after a Sunday game have you heard somebody say, why were they playing a prevent defense in that situation? And the answer really is I don't know. I have no idea.
Trainer missed earlier from 49 yards, so I may have said he's 3 for 4 on the year. He's 3 for 5 after the miss earlier in the ball game.
And he's real cold. He hasn't been used at all. He's holding on to his heart.
We've had some heart stoppers, haven't we, on Saturday nights here on USA? We've had some great finishes. Overtime last week up in Montreal, a game that Bjorn Nitmo ended with 12 seconds left on a kick, and now with 7 seconds left. Number 7, Kendall Trainer, with a 37-yard attempt.
He's got to get this ball up high now.
The kick on the way, and it is no good. Hooked it to the left.
And you have roughing the kicker.
You're absolutely right, Boomer. Another kick coming up. Cedric Stallworth is the man that got to Trainer.
I was trying to say that he has to make sure he gets the ball up high because the penetration by the defense is going to be from up the middle.
On the defense, 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
You watch the penetration right up the middle. You got to get that ball up high.
And it's a running into, not roughing the kicker, so 5 yards on the penalty. And you can see Cedric Stallworth just laid out for the ball and didn't get there, and instead gets a crucial penalty against the Galaxy. Their penalties have really killed them tonight, and it gives Kendall Trainer another opportunity to win the game, and this time it'll be from 32 yards, and this should take the remaining 4 seconds.
Remember, all field goals are usually kicked on 4th down, but that ball was kicked on 1st down. That's why they get to kick it again.
Trainer for the win, and he got it. The New York, New Jersey Knights hadn't felt victory since they beat the Galaxy in the tiebreaker preseason game. Well, now they've beaten the Galaxy in a much bigger game here in the regular season, and it can feel that good, even on a cold, wet night.
A terrific football game played by 2 young quarterbacks who really came to play, and they made a difference for their football teams. Both Espinoza and Peterson played terrific games.
Kendall Trainer with a second opportunity from 5 yards closer, and this time he tucks it inside the left post by about a foot. A foot or not, it can make a mouse very happy. The Knights win it by 3. We'll be right back.